In the previous class we had already discussed about the physical properties of metals and non-metals. So now we will discuss about the chemical properties. We will see few chemical properties of metals and non-metals, how they are reacting with the other metals or other elements, how they are reacting. So first of all we will see what happens when metals are burnt in air, or when metals are reacting with oxygen, what is happening. So almost all the metals react with oxygen or combine with oxygen to give metal oxide. So metal when combined with oxygen, they all forms metal oxide. For example, we have already studied in the previous lesson that magnesium burns in air and it gives magnesium oxide, which is a dazzling white flame. It gives magnesium oxide. Similarly, copper is heated in air, it combines with oxygen to form copper oxide. Aluminium forms aluminium oxide. So almost all the metals, when they combine with oxygen, they form metal oxide. So here example we can see magnesium reacts with oxygen to give magnesium oxide, like metal is reacting with oxygen or combining with oxygen to give metal oxide. So here metal is magnesium, magnesium oxide. Copper plus oxygen, copper oxide. Aluminium forms aluminium plus oxygen, it gives aluminium oxide. We have studied in the previous class that metal oxides, they are basic in nature. Mostly metal oxides are basic in nature, but there are some metal oxides such as aluminium oxides or zinc oxides, they show both acidic as well as basic behavior. So the metal oxides which react with both acids as well as base to produce salt and water, they are known as amphoteric oxides. Mostly the metal oxides, they are basic in nature, but there are few metal oxides which show both the properties of acid and bases. Both they show the both acidic as well as basic behavior. So such type of metal oxides, they are known as amphoteric oxides. So zinc oxide, aluminium oxide, these are some metal oxides that show both acidic as well as basic behavior. They are known as amphoteric oxide. Mostly metal oxides are generally they are basic in nature. So if we will see that how they are reacting with acid and bases, then we can see, suppose we will take the example of aluminium oxide. Aluminium first is combining with oxygen, it gives aluminium oxide, but aluminium oxide, it shows acidic as well as basic behavior. So it is an amphoteric oxide. So we will see how it is reacting with both acid and base. So aluminium oxides react with acid, hydrochloric acid, to give aluminium chloride, but it reacts with base like NaOH to give sodium aluminate. Mostly metal oxides are insoluble in water, but there are few metal oxides like sodium oxide and potassium oxide. Sodium combined with oxygen to give sodium oxide, and potassium combines with oxygen to give potassium oxide. These oxides, they soluble in water or they dissolve in water to form alkalis, like sodium oxide dissolve in water to give sodium hydroxide, and potassium oxide, it dissolve in water to give potassium hydroxide. So mostly metal oxides are insoluble in water, but some of these metal oxides like sodium and potassium oxide, some of these metal oxides, they dissolve in water to produce alkalis. So we saw that different metals are reacting with oxygen at the different rate, means they don't react with the same rate to the oxygen. Different metals, they show different reactivities towards oxygen, like metals such as potassium and sodium, they react so vigorously. So potassium and sodium, we are keeping them in kerosene, they are kept in kerosene because they react so vigorously with oxygen that they catches fire if kept in open. So that is why their reactivity is different. The rate of reactivity of different metal is different. Like sodium and potassium, they react very vigorously and suddenly they catches fire. So to protect them or to prevent the accidental fires, they are kept immersed in kerosene. At ordinary temperature, metals like magnesium, aluminium, zinc, they are covered with a thin layer of oxide. So the protective oxide layer prevents the metal from further oxidation. Then iron doesn't burn on heating, but iron filings burn vigorously when sprinkled in the flame of the burner. Copper doesn't burn, but the hot metal is coated with the black colored layer of copper oxide. Silver and gold, they do not react with oxygen even at high temperatures also. So different metals, they show different reactivities towards the oxygen. Some are reacting very vigorously, some are reacting at ordinary temperature, and some are not reacting even at high temperatures. Like sodium and potassium, they react very vigorously. Aluminium, zinc, magnesium, they react at ordinary temperature. Copper and all, they doesn't burn, but the hot metal is coated with a layer of oxide. Then some metals like silver, gold and all, they don't react with oxygen even at high temperatures. So we can see that the reaction of different elements is different, means the reactivity is different towards the oxygen. When they are combining with oxygen, the reactivity differs from element to element. So or the metals, they are showing different reactivity towards the oxygen when they are reacting or they are combining with the oxygen. So we will see some other reactions of metals to see how they are reacting or what are the order of the reactivities of the metals. So when metals are reacting with water, they also give metal oxide and hydrogen gas. So when they react, they produce metal oxide along with the hydrogen gas. The metal oxides which are soluble in water dissolve in it to further form metal hydroxides. But all the metals, they don't react with water. The metals, those who are reacting with water, they give metal oxide and hydrogen gas, which further gives metal hydroxide. So if we will take example like sodium and potassium, they react violently with the cold water. So in case of sodium and potassium, the reaction is very violent and exothermic, and the hydrogen gas what is evolved, that immediately catches fire. If we will take other examples like calcium, it is less violent. The reaction of calcium with water, it is less violent, and the heat evolved, that is not enough for catching the fire. Calcium starts floating because the bubbles of hydrogen gas form stick to the surface of the metal. Then if we will take some other examples like aluminium, iron, zinc, they do not react either with hot water or cold water. They react with the steam. So that is why we can see different metals, they show different reactivity towards the matter, means how they different metals, they are reacting differently towards the water. Some are reacting with the cold water, some are reacting with the hot water, and some are even not reacting with the water at all. So sodium and potassium, they react violently with the cold water. They react with the cold water violently, and the hydrogen gas evolves that catches fire immediately. Calcium reacts with the water, but here the reaction is not so violent. The hydrogen gas, it doesn't catches the fire. Magnesium, it doesn't react with the cold water, it reacts with the hot water. Magnesium reacts with the hot water to give magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen gas, and it also starts floating due to the bubbles of hydrogen gas sticking to its surface. So magnesium reacts with the hot water, it doesn't react with the cold water. Aluminium, iron, zinc, they do not react either with the hot water or the cold water. They react with the steam. They react with the steam form to form metal oxide and hydrogen. Like aluminium gives aluminium oxide and hydrogen. It doesn't react with the hot water or the cold water. It reacts with the steam. Similarly, some more metals are there like lead, copper, silver, gold. They do not react with the water at all. So these are the different examples how metals are reacting towards the matter, and the different metals show different reactivity towards the reaction of the water. So in the next class again we will discuss some more reactions of metals like with acids and all, how they are reacting with acids or how their reactivity varies from one metal to other metal. So till then you read these reactions and practice the chemical equations.